Daily, additional information on cryptocurrencies is disclosed, and once more, Ripple Labs is at the epicenter of current developments. A significant milestone in the Ripple versus SEC trial is that, following almost 4 years of legal turmoil, Ripple appears poised for a potential victory. Numerous individuals now perceive June 16, 2025 as a significant inflection moment for both XRP and the future of cryptocurrency legislation in the United States. Currently, cryptocurrency enthusiasts, legal professionals, analysts, and investors are all in a state of anticipation. This pertains not alone to a single token, it also addresses the inquiry of whether or not a digital asset may evolve beyond its initial regulatory designation. This may impact the remainder of the enterprise. In December 2020, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) initiated legal action against Ripple, asserting that XRP constituted an unregistered securities. The cryptocurrency market was disrupted by this action, which jeopardized XRP's credibility. Achieved partial success in July 2023, when Judge Alyssa Torres ruled that XRP sales on public exchanges did not fulfill the criteria to be classified as securities. Nonetheless, the conflict persisted despite the significant victory. The SEC's unwillingness to concede resulted in the continuation of the litigation. When the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) opted not to contest Torres's fundamental determination that XRP is not intrinsically a security, the situation transformed significantly. This verdict provides Ripple with a robust legal platform for future endeavors. Remained uncontested and unaltered. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has been instructed to provide the Court of Appeals with an update by June 16, 2025. Legal experts argue that this may represent the definitive turning point should the Commission rescind its prior ruling. Ripple may emerge not only acquitted but also triumphant, with repercussions extending well beyond the courtroom. A significant issue is increasingly pertinent to Ripple's legal claims. A coin ceases to be classified as a security when Ripple can demonstrate the stability of XRP's attributes. Over time, its characteristics have evolved into those of a utility token. It may establish a precedent that safeguards future cryptocurrency initiatives from unwarranted governmental intrusion. If this ruling is upheld, it may significantly influence the classification of tokens overall. Meanwhile, the price of XRP has also increased. The value of XRP has fluctuated significantly due to speculation, yet analysts are increasingly optimistic about its future. Some individuals believe that the value of XRP could potentially surge dramatically. Funds are en route, tweeted cryptocurrency researcher Jack the Ripper in a message that was both succinct and profound. An increasing number of individuals believe that XRP is entering a phase of the price may significantly exceed its historical peaks if institutions begin to adopt it. This assurance resulted in the audacious forecast that the value of XRP may attain $25,000. XRP is increasingly utilized in practical applications. Factors contributing to this include strategic alliances and incorporation into international payment networks. Numerous seasoned investors endorse this assessment, despite the sum appearing excessive. These favorable assessments are bolstered by Ripple's continuous collaborations with prominent financial institutions. Earthport, a subsidiary of Visa that enables the transfer of payments across international borders, exemplifies one of these partnerships. This section including payment directives. The integration of Ripple's XRP with SWIFT is clearly evidenced by the documentation given by Earthport. This demonstrates collaboration and signifies a significant transformation in the functioning of the global financial system. Numerous financial institutions utilize SWIFT, and XRP is now included into SWIFT's framework. Visa's payment infrastructure and the telecommunications network. Ripple is positioning its asset at the core of the global financial system. This is not merely an adoption, it constitutes a transformation of the infrastructure. Ripple's on-demand liquidity (ODL) services, which utilize XRP for the rapid settlement of cross-border payments, are contributing to XRP's second phase of exponential growth. The advantages of utilizing ODL services. In comparison to alternative methods of obtaining funds, these technologies have distinct advantages that conventional finance cannot overlook. They save expenses and accelerate transactions, and they already comply with ISO 2022 criteria. XRP's ability to communicate with the governing systems is quite remarkable. As financial institutions use this global communication standard, billions of dollars will circulate globally. The inclusion of XRP confers a competitive advantage as a native bridge currency. In other terms, XRP might establish itself as the standard medium for global monetary transfers, so eliminating the necessity for conversions. Prior to discussing the delays associated with transactions, let us examine some statistics. In the initial days of June 2025, XRP activity reached an exceptionally elevated level, with over 600 million tokens moved. These substantial internal transfers differ from minor transactions conducted by ordinary individuals. 300 million XRP were transferred from wallets designated as Ripple 26 to those labeled Ripple 1, while 100 million XRP was transferred to wallets identified as Ripple 15. The XRP scan data indicates significant transactions within the company, perhaps executed in anticipation of forthcoming institutional allocations. The utilization of liquidity, conversely Ripple's actions, or lack thereof, become increasingly impressive each month. Ripple typically disperses 1 billion XRP that has been retained in escrow. The corporation opted to reallocate 670 million tokens into escrow via a regulated two-step process. This type of supply management allows no opportunity for chance. Embodying previously observed tactics, its objective is to maintain price stability prior to anticipated increases by preventing market oversaturation when unnecessary. Transfers from external sources were also present. Ripple 39 transmitted over 13 million XRP to unverified addresses. These addresses are presumably associated with liquidity providers or institutional acquisitions. Ripple appears to be preparing for a significant event with this series of meticulously planned transactions. Potential new partnerships, exchange activities, or initiatives concerning exchange-traded funds (ETFs) may arise. Institutional capital cannot circulate aimlessly, particularly when considering Ripple's prominent affiliations with conventional banking. It appears that preparations are underway for extensive implementation in light of these occurrences. Conversely, social media and cryptocurrency discussion forums are replete with speculation and optimism following Judge Torres's ruling in favor of XRP. Attorneys such as Bill Morgan continue to combat misconceptions and emphasize that XRP's legal position is legitimate. Standing Morgan emphasizes that even provisions perceived by some as non-binding carry interpretative significance for future judicial rulings. Proponents of XRP are intensifying their efforts to uphold the asset's integrity and future prospects. This encompasses investors such as Linda. Jones asserts that patience is key for achieving substantial returns. What is her guiding principle? It is straightforward, yet it holds significant meaning. O. Jones. Numerous early adopters have stated, "Do not postpone investment, invest while you await." This is a potent message reiterated by numerous individuals who have witnessed the appreciation of their assets over time. This illustrates the significance of exercising patience and contemplating matters thoroughly before taking action. What is the significance of it all? Ripple is no longer merely a blockchain enterprise attempting to establish its value in the potential future global payment standard. It has now become a significant component of it. Would you not concur that this represents a significant transformation? The SWIFT system is undergoing an overhaul, with banks and financial institutions transitioning to ISO 2022. Ripple is now prepared for ISO compliance. Visa's Earthport utilizes Ripple, enabling transaction capabilities. This is not merely a concept, it is tangible. XRP, first perceived merely as another coin, is now regarded as a cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency community is anxiously anticipating the approach of June 16, 2025. This date is regarded as a digital bridge currency for the financial sector.